Welcome to East Alabama Today, featuring topics, events, and interesting people from all over East Alabama. Hosted by Carl Brady. Now, let's get right to the show. Here's Carl Brady.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into East Alabama Today. I'm Carl Brady. Thanks for being with us on today's program. As always, we want to start things off with some contact information so you know how to get in touch with us if you have an idea for our program. So what we want you to do is send me an email, cbrady@tv24.tv. That's the best way to get in touch with me if you have an idea for the show. You know, we're always looking for the things that are going on in the community. Fairs, festivals, special events, things that are happening with your church or community organization. Whatever it happens to be, let us know about it. And you never know, you may find yourself as a guest here on the program or your event being featured on our show here on East Alabama Today. Now, we always are also looking for the interesting people who live in the community. Maybe you know someone who's a writer, an artist, or a musician. Maybe they have an odd or an interesting hobby and you think they'd be a great guest for the program. That's exactly the kind of folks that we are looking for. So email me their information as well. Again, the email address is cbrady@tv24.tv. And remember, if you happen to miss an episode of the show or you want to go back and review some information, you can do that on our website now at tv24.tv. We have a full on-demand section. All of our local programming is on-demand online for you. So go to the on-demand tab, look for East Alabama Today, and you'll find a whole series of East Alabama Today shows from the last few weeks that you can go and watch at your convenience on your computer, on your tablet, wherever you happen to be watching the program. So check that out at tv24.tv. We'll be back in just a moment, so hang out with us. Great show coming up for you today. Hello and welcome back into East Alabama Today. Again, I'm Carl Brady. Thank you for being with us on our program. Today we're going to be talking about a mentoring organization that covers the East Alabama community, and that's Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Alabama. And with me today is the director of that organization, Valerie Shannon. Valerie, welcome to the program. Great to have you on again.
Thank you, Carl. Appreciate it.
I didn't realize it had been a while, but it's been a while since you've been on with us. So.
Yes, we've been very busy.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it will just kind of catch us up a little bit. What's been going on over the last year or so with Big Brothers Big Sisters?
Well, we're always, enrolling children and finding volunteers to match those children with. And we've been applying for some grants. We're funded by the Children's Trust Fund this year, and so we're excited about that. That really helped our capacity. We were accredited by the Standards for Excellence, and so that took a while too, and it was a great opportunity for us. And we've expanded our services to after-school programs in the in Gadsden, and so we're excited about that with some new partnerships and all. And it's really helped our numbers as far as children served, and so we've been very busy. It's been a good year.
And tell us again the counties that you serve, because you serve several different counties from Gadsden and Anniston offices.
Right, we serve 5 counties: DeKalb, Cherokee, Etowah, Calhoun, and Talladega counties.
Wow.
And we, we're coming up on our 33rd year of serving children, at-risk children, through mentoring. So we're proud to still be here and working strong. We've have been in the Calhoun County area for 23 years, and we're a United Way agency in 3 of our service counties. That's Etowah, Calhoun, and Talladega.
And that helps out as well. You get some funding through the United Way, and you can support Big Brothers Big Sisters through supporting the United Way as well. You are a mentoring organization. Describe what mentoring is. We hear that word a lot, but describe what mentoring is and why it's so important for adults to get involved in the lives of young people.
Well, most people have had a mentor in their life, whether it's their parent or grandparent or a person they look up to, coach, teacher, and those are important people in our lives that have shaped and molded us and maybe directed our paths. And sometimes children, for whatever reason, maybe need another special adult in their life or friend that can spend time with them and encourage them and be in their corner and be an advocate for them and to support them at their events or encourage them to get involved in school activities or events like that. And so what makes our organization different from others is that we do one-to-one mentoring, and we monitor those matches and we match them according to their preferences and make sure that we whether it's adult volunteers, certain age or geographical location, or maybe they might have similar interests like music or sports. And so we try to match according to those preferences. And then we support that match along the way to ensure the safety of the match, and it also helps the longevity of the match. So we know the longer the match, the stronger the match, and the better the outcomes for the child. Children that are in our program, number one, want a mentor. It's not punitive, something they have to do. It's something they get to do. And we enroll them, and they all have different areas of weakness, where they need encouragement, whether it's academically or socially, or maybe sometimes our kids have incarcerated parents, or they're living with grandparents or great-grandparents, and so another caring adult in their life is just a wonderful supportive aspect for them.
Absolutely. And these matchups, you're talking about volunteer adults, both men and women, who are volunteering their time to be matched up with a child. What's the age range you're talking about when you're talking about the kids?
Well, we serve children 6 to 18. Typically, they can stay in our program until they graduate high school. And a lot of times our matches, pardon me, they go on until adulthood. They're always friends.
You develop such a close friendship,
But usually we'll match them up until 16, and usually after 16, the child's not really interested. They got their
unless they've been in the program for a while, and got things already have that relationship. Established relationship. Tell me a success story. You've worked with a lot of bigs and littles, and I know there are a lot of success stories, but one that just comes to top of mind. Tell me about that.
Well, I can tell you about this grandmother that came to us, and she wanted her grandsons in our program. She had full custody of the boys and had them since infancy. And we matched them both with big brothers. And before we did, that grandmother passed away. She had cancer, and so they were put in another home with a friend. And so these big brothers have allowed them to have a stable person in their life. They're not only a big brother, they're a father figure, you know. And so the boys are doing good. They've bounced back. Their grades are up. They're happy. They've had a lot of loss in their young lives. They were 8 and 6 years old, and so this caring to mentors, big brothers in their lives, has really maintained the stability in their home and in their lives, and so they're thriving in school and they're doing really good. What
is the commitment for an adult who is thinking about being a big brother or big sister? What's the time commitment? What can you expect to do in this program?
Well, we ask volunteers to commit to 1 year of service. It's not a lifetime thing, it's just 1 year of spending regular time with the child. And in the school base, which is one of our programs, that might be once a week for about 30 to 45 minutes, and that might be reading a book or working on school or having lunch, something like that, getting on the computer. But in the community, we encourage just regular time. So they may go for a weekend Saturday afternoon outing, go to a sports event or something that's 4 or 5 hours, you know, and then next week they might just call and talk on the phone. So it's really flexible in the community base, but we encourage them to have regular time and to commit to 1 year of service. And after the, you know, during the year we support the match with case management and activities and events. Last year we went to the zoo and took all the bigs and littles and the families to the zoo, and the year before that we went to a Barons game. So we try to do fun, enriching things for our program, and so that kind of helps the longevity, which I'd mentioned earlier,
right.
You know, the match.
I'm sure parents or grandparents who are thinking of putting their kids in this this program have concerns about safety and security. You guys make sure that you're putting these kids with safe people. Right.
We do a layered background check on our volunteers, and an interview and enrollment process. We do a national background check, and it's very private. It's not you know, invasive to them at all, and we honor.
No Secret Service guys.
No.
Interviewing all of their family members and neighbors or anything.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that. So it's, you know, it's very. You know, on our level where we make sure that they are good people with good intentions, and we do a national background check, but it's something that they're comfortable with, and it's not invasive, or, right. You know, we don't care about that thing they did back in college they're embarrassed about. You know, it's just about just safety with, you know, some person that be safe with a child. And then the interview kind of lets us know about, you know, their experiences, maybe their life experiences, their interest, and that helps us match them, and also get an idea of their commitment level, because it is a commitment. You know, it's not for everybody, but for those people who have that inclination and desire, it can be a very gratifying volunteer opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, we need to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to talk about this year's Bowl for Kids' Sake that's coming up in February, where you have a chance to support the organization by going bowling, and we'll talk about a few more things related to Big Brothers Big Sisters as well. So stay with us. We'll be back in a moment. And we welcome you back into East Alabama today. We're talking about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Alabama. And one of the ways you can support the program is through Bowl for Kids' Sake. Everybody has heard of that. This year's theme is Super Bowling 2015, and it's coming up on February the 27th and 28th at Paradise Lanes in Gadsden. And it's just a fun way that individuals, Sunday school classes, community groups, businesses can come together, have a fun day of bowling, and support a good cause at the same time.
That's right. That's right. We do it every year, and each year it gets bigger. Last year, I think we made around just over 27,000, and we hope to make more this year. And I love this opportunity to tell about it and to kind of reach out, and you know, we really invite our communities, whether it's in Etowah or Calhoun or Cherokee or Talladega, you know, that love to bowl, to please come on down and support our bowl, because wherever you live, that's where your dollars will be used in your community. So it's a beautiful place, Paradise Lanes. It's big, friendly staff, and it's always a great time. And we're excited this year that we're going to kind of pick up the superhero theme, and we encourage our you know, our teams, if they want to dress up like a superhero, they certainly can. And you know, our heroes are our mentors, and then our local heroes, you know, whether it's police or a fireman. So there's a lot of ways you can be a hero, and a mentor is certainly one of them.
Absolutely. And to put together a team to be a part of this, what are some sponsorship options, or if you just want to put together a team and make donations, what's the best way to go about that?
Well, there's several ways that you can participate, and you mentioned, churches and maybe clubs and just individuals who love to bowl, and that the best way to participate would be our community bowl, and that is just friends coming together and raising funds around $200 to come out and bowl that day, and that would be on Friday or Saturday, and we have wonderful door prizes and a lot of things that they get in trivia, and you're always so great to help us out with all that fun activities. But on the corporate level, that has been our best way to engage the community. So they can do title sponsors, or they can do just teams only, or lane sponsors. We already have title sponsors, which is Win South Credit Union and Premier Cinemas and Gadsden Times and TV 24. And so we're still, it's early in the game, and we hope to raise as much as we can.
Right.
And but if they can always go, to call us or come to our website and get more information about our bowl.
Absolutely, and the website is bbbsneal.org. There you see it on the screen. Phone numbers for the office in Etowah County and Calhoun County there for you as well. Just give them a call or search them on Facebook, and you can get the contact information to learn how you can put together a bowling team. There's 5 people on a team?
That's right.
Yeah, 5 people on a team. Just as she mentioned, a community team. If you want a Sunday school class to put together a team of 5 people, $200. Business level sponsorships, there are several of those, and they can send you all the information you need to know about that to support the organization. And speaking of supporting the organization, one thing that supporters can be sure of is the quality of the organization, the financial structure of the organization, and those kind of things, because you recently went through the new Standards for Excellence program with the Community Foundation of Northeast Alabama and got the seal of approval, and there are only, 7 or 8 organizations right now in the entire state of Alabama that have made that extra step. And why was it important for Big Brothers Big Sisters to go through that accreditation process?
Well, the confidence of the community is crucial for a nonprofit organization. They have to believe in us and believe that what we do with their dollars is a good investment and that we're using it wisely. And when the Community Foundation and United Way of East Central Alabama offered this opportunity, Big Brothers Big Sisters, it was just, there's no reason why we shouldn't do it, because it began in November of 13 and went through, we were accredited in October of 14, so that was a whole year process.
Right.
But we were working on, being affiliated with the National Big Brothers Big Sisters, we had financial policies, we had program policies and procedures and things that, helped us do business. But the Standards of Excellence held that bar just a little bit higher, and it helps set your organization up where it can go on without you. It's there. It's a wonderful groundwork and map laid out for you and your organization. And so it was a very educational experience for me personally, as well as the agency. And it helped us with our mission, our governments, our financial, which I mentioned. But Standards had levels of success that they encourage us that we didn't really have. Some of those that we never really needed, and you don't know what you don't know,
right.
Until you need it. And so it was a good good to have those policies and procedures. An example would be just a grievance policy, and so it helped us get everything lined up and to go forward in the future. You know, we're set, and it's not something that you get one time. It's an ongoing thing that we will maintain this level of standards in order to keep that accreditation.
And there, like I said, several organizations in the community went through it for this first round, and there's another round I think already underway, and we're going to be talking more over the next few weeks, kind of doing a series with the Community Foundation on this Standards for Excellence and the organizations who went through the process, to learn about those organizations and about the process, to encourage other groups to be a part of it as well. Any nonprofit really needs to have all of these standards in place, from the role that board members play to just the financial security, so that people know when they make a donation that they are making a donation to a legitimate organization that is spending their money wisely.
That's right. That's right. There were 2 in Alabama prior to us doing this standards. It started out, they invited 16 organizations, and we ended up with 8. Big Brothers Big Sisters, along with 7 other, getting the accreditation. So we were very, very proud of our achievement, and very thankful for the Community Foundation and Jennifer Maddox and Curtis Simpson of United Way of East Central Alabama, because they really had wonderful incentives for us to do it, and encouragement, and helped us along the way. And it was a great opportunity, and we're very proud of it.
Very good. We'll take another commercial break, come back in just a moment, and wrap things up with more information about Bowl for Kids' Sake and about Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Alabama and how you can become involved. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Our final segment on East Alabama today, we're talking with Valerie Shannon of Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Alabama. We've talked about the program. We've talked about Bowl for Kids' Sake. Again, that's February 27th and 28th. But if someone has a child that they would like to get involved in the program, what's the best way to go about that?
Well, they can go online and inquire, and we get that immediately, and we call them within 48 hours to kind of orientate them to the program, and just talk to them about, you know, how to enroll their child. It's very painless. You know, we just match them according to their preferences, whether it's in school or community-based. And they do have to be in our service area. There are 8 agencies in the state of Alabama, but it will come to us according to their zip code.
And you can go locally to the bbbsneal.org website to get all the contact information about that. Now, what about being a mentor, being a big brother or big sister? There's a lot of kids who are needing to be in the program, so there's always a need for mentors.
There always. That's a given. And this is National Mentoring Month. January is. And
it's a good time to be thinking about it.
It is. You know, to start the year off, start something good, and volunteer for a child. This is a great organization, great way to invest in the life of a child, one child at a time. And, you know, volunteers, if they've got an interest in this, they can contact us the same way as the parent, and we'll be glad to talk to them about our programs and how they can get involved. And there's a lot of ways, you know, you can support Big Brothers Big Sisters. You can be a mentor, you can be help serve on the board, or you could bowl in our fundraisers. So there's a lot of ways you can support us, and we'd love the opportunity to tell you more.
All right, sounds good. Valerie, thank you for being with us on the program. And folks, thank you for joining us as well here on East Alabama Today. Remember the website, bbbsneal.org, for more information about Bowl for Kids' Sake and Big Brothers Big Sisters of Northeast Alabama. We'll see you next time.